Have you ever wished that you could just make everything in slow motion to make sure that you never miss a shot? Well, you can actually do that with this Casio EX-FC100. This is the FC100. I'm going to tell you all about it. Don't move a muscle. To tell you all about this Casio EX-FC100. This is the FC100, and it's really cool. You can actually slow time down, okay, and make sure that you never miss the perfect shot with this digital camera. And I'm not kidding. You can also shoot movies at 1,000 frames per second, so that makes everything very slow-mo too. And of course, burst shooting at 30 frames per second. So if you are one who just, everything just moves too fast and you seem like you're always missing the good moments and you're like, man, I just wish I could hit a slow-mo button. You can do that with this camera. This is a 9.1 megapixel camera. You have a 5x optical zoom, a 4x digital, and a 2.7-inch TFT LCD. Now you only have 32 megs of internal storage, so you have to get a SD or an SDHC card. Another really cool feature, you can shoot movies, HD movies in 720p, and I've actually taken a couple of myself and they've come out really great. Now before we go any further, I want you guys to take a look at a couple of these images, and I was testing out the 5x optical zoom here. I wanted to see how close I could get, and I actually took this camera to a couple concerts, and you can see, I use the no zoom at all. And then I get in pretty close, and you can actually see people, the musicians, on the stage when I zoom in with the 5x optical zoom. Now this camera also comes equipped with ISO 1600, and you have a ton of cool features on here. All the scenes that typically come in point-and-shoot cameras. You also have 8 color filters, rechargeable battery, and it's really compact. I mean, this is a high-speed shooting camera, and usually high-speed shooting cameras they're bulky, and you don't want to take them anywhere. This is a slim, this is a compact camera that really can go with you anywhere you go. So let's take a tour around this thing. Okay, so let's get started, and I'm just going to turn the camera on. You have your on and off button right here. And if you notice in the front, you have a built-in flash along with your AF assist lamp, and that is also a self-timer lamp as well. So right here you have your zoom, your in and out, and let's turn it to the side and check out this 5x optical, 4x digital. All right. Also keep in mind that this EX-FC100 has a CMOS shift sensor, so it's really going to aid in stabilization. So we'll turn it over, and again, you'll see your 2.7-inch LCD and a couple unique buttons that you need to take notice of. This first right here, this is your slow motion button. So let's say you are at the aquarium and you're watching a show. They often put on shows like dolphins and different animals, and you want to make sure not to miss that one trick. That's why you have this slow motion. This makes everything appear in your LCD viewer in slow-mo. It's very cool. Also, you have this one-touch burst shooting, and this allows you to shoot photos at 30 frames per second. So let's look along your other controls. Right here is your one-touch movie, and then also here you have the option to shoot in HD or high speed with just one click. Moving down, you have your mode selection button and your playback, and along the wheel you have your display, and you have your trash and your flash. Your trash and your flash, that rhymes. And right here in the middle is your set, or also known as your OK button. You also have your menu and your best shot menu. Now best shot is all your scenes, and let's go into that now. And some unique ones. Let's scroll on down. You have all the typical ones: children, sports, pets. But if you scroll down, you'll see some cool ones. Night scene portrait. And when you zoom in, it will tell you what you use this scene for. This is a slow shutter speed, red eye reduction, and make sure to keep the camera still. I like how it gives you those tips as well. So let's zoom on out and go through some of the others. Okay, fireworks, we've seen that before. High-speed anti-shake, that will come in handy. And look at this one, multi-motion image. That looks really cool. Let's zoom in and see the details. So this one records multiple images and combines them into a single image. Oh, it gives you another tip, keep the camera still. All right, thanks for the tip. And some other ones that I found really interesting. Let's go along. YouTube capture mode makes sure that the movies that you're shooting are optimal size to load onto YouTube. And these right here, move out CS and move in CS, very cool scene modes. Basically, it's going to tell the camera not to take a picture until the subject moves in or out of the shot. And you know, I, to this date, have not seen many point-and-shoot cameras that allow you to have that feature. All right, so let's get out of here and go into our menu right here. And when you're in here, you can do a lot of things. You can set your focus, your self-timer. You can turn on your image stabilization, your AF assist light, which we showed you earlier. Also face detection, so that's good to know. And let's scroll on over to quality. Oh, let's go back. Let's go back into menu. Quality basically is where you can choose if you want to shoot in HD, if you want to shoot just a VGA, and also your high-speed shooting. Are you going to shoot 210 frames per second, or are you going to try out that 1,000 frames per second? So you have a couple different options here. Let's get out of menu, and I want to go into playback. Now, Casio has loaded these demo videos on here, and I just want to show them to you because they're really cool. This is the slow motion view, and you can see what I was talking about with the dolphin. See, it's making more sense now. And here you can see the high-speed shooting, and what it allows you to do, it captures, you know, up to 30. Oh, look at that, that's cool. Up to 30 shots, and you can choose which one you want. And these are more of the slow-mo effects, shooting at 210 frames per second. So this is, oh, here we go with the night scene. Cool. I mean, it just makes the lights look really bright, and I'm telling you, this is rare to see a point-and-shoot camera this small and have so many features, especially the high-burst shooting. So there you have it. This is the Casio EX-FC100. This is the FC100. If you were at CES or read all the coverage on CES about Casio's new releases on these high-speed cameras, you know these are packed with all the goods. So check this one out. I'm Sam. We'll see you next time. For more information on the Casio EX-FC100, just visit any of these major retailers and type in C104-2006 into the search box. For Computer TV, I'm Sam.